Welcome to this online tutorial on INSOFT Radio automation. So to get started, we need to log in. By default, the user is admin and the password is admin. We log into this default screen where we see a split in three parts: the air log with the daily log, the commercial breaks in gray color, and the music between the different commercial breaks. Right now we are in manual mode. If we switch to auto mode, then it will handle the skipping of tracks of events here, so that it gets to the different EDMs. The next one is at 23:25 and it's a commercial break. If we go back to manual, then all the events here are in ready mode. The event that it's currently playing has the play icon, and all the previous events have the played, either the played icon or the cross, which is the skip icon. Right now we're playing this event, Alanis Morissette, and if we want to jump to any other event here, we just click on this play button and it will automatically jump there. So let's say we don't want to play Go, we want to go directly to My Sharona. We can either click here and then we are going to skip Go. The green bar indicates the next event, so it will go from the red event that's not currently playing to this one. Or if we want to jump right away, I can click here, or here in Copacabana, I can click on the play icon and it will jump to that particular track. That's what happened. Okay. And if I want to play any of these tracks through the queue channel, I click here, the queue icon, as you can see here, the web browser is playing the audio, so queue goes out through the web browser, which means that I can queue any track remotely from any device, whether it's a tablet, a smartphone, locally inside the station or remotely. By the way, the server, this web server, it's working inside. It's an on-premise web server. So even without internet, all the radio automation system will work. And even if I'm not logged in, all this it's running as a service on the station audio servers. We can pause, we can stop, we can fade and play, we can play and tell the system that once this track is finished, we want him to stop. So let's enable the set play and stop. As you can see, it changes this icon here. That means that once this track is over, it will stop the sequencer. You can click here as well to change between fade, which is the default action between events, or the play until the event is over and stop. Then we have the quick play, which is the instant replay. Each user can have its own tabs. Each user can have multiple tabs. From this button here, he can add more tabs, rename tabs, delete tabs, change the amount of buttons of each tab. And once any of these buttons is clicked, then they will start playing. The buttons can play also in loop if we select them here, enable play in loop, and we can cue any of these buttons as well. If we want to add a button, say we want to add some beds, we can come to the library, click on any category here, select a track from that category, and just throw it there. The buttons have the same color as the category that they came from. And I can also send commands, let's say the time command, and it's a green category, so it's a green button. And I can go back to my other buttons here. Finally, the library allows us to browse the different categories. We can filter categories by color very easily from here. Or we can unclick all the colors and then we will see all the categories, but we can filter them by link categories, song categories, spot categories, or user defined, or stream categories. These are streaming services. Or again, we can clear all the filters, and there we go. We can also search. Let's say I want to look for love, then I can search all these, and we can load any of these either into the quick play or into the airlock. That's how music is added. I can select multiple tracks and do that as well. If I select multiple tracks, they are inserted in the order that the user has selected them. So that's really handy. And what we can do now is to create a new category and add some ingest some tracks into that category. So here on the desktop I have two folders, top 40 and sweepers. So let's create a top 40 category. Let's click here and type top 40. This is not a link category, it's not a spot category, this is a song category. We are sorting by performer, ascending. This category has performer, and we want default fade in for all the assets in this category of 1.5 seconds and the default fade out of 1.5. Click save, and now we have this new category. Oh, and we've selected red color. Let's edit that and let's put a different color. There we go. Okay, so now we can just drop the files in there. Let's open this. Let's select, we can either drop all of them or just some of them. Let's select those two, drop them here, and as you can see, they are being loaded. There we go. We can also ingest using a watch folder, but this is the way in which we can ingest files through the web. This could be either audio files or video files. These actually are video files. If I play a video file, then it will show, it will play the audio through the web browser and it will show the video in a queue window. And we can also trim the track, so we can play it in queue, we can fast forward if we want to, and we can mark the intro and mark the end of the track as well. There we go. And if we want to mark the intro, let's say that the intro is like there, and once we are finished we can click save, and this will save the track with those marks, and from now onwards the track, instead of having a total length of 4 minutes 37 seconds, it will end up having a length of 4 minutes 4 seconds because we trimmed it. Right, I'm going to cancel this right now. So all these operations can happen through the web interface. Similarly, we can add the sweeper, the new sweepers category. These are links. Let's use the yellow color for links. I want slightly smaller, half a second. There we go. These assets don't have performer. And let's open these sweepers here, which are videos as well. And let's drop them there. There we go. Let's go full screen now. Perfect. So now that we have created these new categories, we can go to the music scheduler, which is called Auto DJ here, and we can define a new music format. Let's call it new station music. Save it, and now we can choose the different categories that we want in this clock. Let's go with sweeper. Let's go with a top 40. Let's come back to 70s, 80s, and 90s. Another sweeper. More 70s and 80s. There we go. And we want to make sure that the same performer is not played twice on each hour. So let's put the minimum separation for the same performer to be 3600 seconds. We could filter by performer, but we want all performers of these categories to play. Let's save this, and there we go. So now we're going to apply this new clock to one of the log templates so that it will work on a specific day part. So we can come here to the template editor. We can select the default template, or we can clone it, and let's rename it as Monday template. Let's click save now, and now it's this new template has been saved, and we can change any of these or add a new EDM. Let's say, for instance, let's add one at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. which is 10 p.m. Let's call it night music. This will be an auto DJ, and let's select the new auto DJ format. This could be a hard EDM that it will start exactly sharply at 10 p.m. at the top of the hour, or it can be a soft EDM that it will allow the system to end whatever music tune was playing before starting. And we can tell the system to reset the auto DJ category so that it starts the clock from the start once this EDM hits. There we go, and now we can save this, and now we have this template for Monday. So the only thing that we now have to do is to schedule this template so that it plays all Mondays. So let's come here to the scheduler and select the Monday template, and as we can see, it's inactive, so let's activate that one, and let's select this template for all Mondays, or we could select all Mondays of a specific year, of all Mondays of a specific month, or a specific date of the year, but we want it for all Mondays. we click save, and now this template, it's the template that the system will use each Monday of the year. And we are all set from a music point of view. And the tasks, the business tasks that we can now perform are, for instance, to rebuild the log. Say we've changed the log for tomorrow, we want to rebuild it, so we can select the date, we click run, and we can rebuild tomorrow's log, which is something that I don't want to do right now. Or we can rebuild for a specific interval of dates. We can also download reports for a specific date of whatever has been played for that date here, and we save it to disk. Or we can also ask for specific reports of whatever played, of music copyright, of asset usage, the amount of spins per song, this is a ranking, or to export the entire database to be used with third-party music schedulers. And we can select for a specific date or for a date interval. Click download report, and the report will be downloaded. I can also, depending on the monitors and depending on the DJ, I can have like a 4-column kind of display with 2 of these quick plays that could be playing on different channels, on different audio boards or audio devices. Or I can have a wider kind of display, or even a custom one where I can load anything that I want on each of them. There we go. Right, so all these configurations are on a per user basis, and I can log out once I'm finished. The system will continue working, although I'm not logged to the web interface. Well, thank you for watching. If you have any more questions, you can contact tech support, and they will be able to schedule a training with your staff to go in more depth into any of these features that the product has. Thanks.